So, what's happening in Times Square? What's the symbolism or ritual that's going on here? Do you know what's underneath the surface of Times Square? Do you remember? Probably not. But here's my love, the cosmic truth, showing what is going on there. Check it out.
Looks like this religion, Islam, has officially taken over New York.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان ومن دونهما جنتان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان اللهم اجعلنا من المخلصين اللهم اجعلنا من المؤمنين اللهم اجعلنا من المحسنين اللهم لا تجعلنا من.
Well, it looks like since 9/11, they've been building up. They've been implanted everywhere. Camps. All for this. Yeah. Buying up churches, buying up schools, converting the schools into Sharia law, converting the churches into the religion. Because why? Christianity is dying? Not really. Because guess who invented Christianity? If you don't know, research. The same people that are taking over. Take a look at the next clip.
This Muslim man says that he's buying churches and converting them into mosques in Florida. Watch.
We are buying these churches. We bought 3 churches so far, converted them to masjids, and now we have one we are buying with a school to make it, because we have to serve the same people. The people who were part of that community, one day they will be Muslims. So we'll make it into a masjid and an Islamic school for our children and their children, inshallah.
This is what I'll say. At the end of the day, our Constitution gives the people the right to freedom of religion. But as long as our government does not allow Sharia law, you guys will have no dominion, period. So go play your games, go worship your false gods, or do whatever you want to do. But you're not taking over this country, period. Or the state of Florida in your dreams. Follow and subscribe for more.
Do you get the feeling that people are not going to stand by? I don't think so. It's not a physical war. It's a spiritual war. Who's the strongest? What? Who's the strongest? We are. We are powerful. Tap in, people. Next clip.
Oh my God. Fuming again. Sorry to be fuming, but I can't help myself. I'm a passionate person. Just seen a video. I'll pop it in here. One of the oldest churches, surviving churches in England, has been turned into a mosque. And there's footage here, I'll pop it on, of all the gravestones that have been ripped up. They've not asked permission. They've not contacted tried to contact the families. They've just ripped them up. Oh my, I mean, the disregard for That's just horrible. It's horrible enough that it's become a mosque. I mean, how sad is that? That's just super sad. But for me, what's worse is the disregard for these people that were buried there. All the headstones are just chucked in a pile, all broken up. And there's this man questioning, I just can't believe it. What council is passing these planning applications? Why are they passing them? Why is a beautiful church like that being given permission to be turned into a mosque? I can't believe it. I know people say, not enough people are going to church. Well, that might be the case, but it doesn't give you the bloody right, surely, to smash it around and make it a mosque. Oh, it's just shocking. Watch this video.
You're in private property here, mate.
Right.
So let me just...
I'm just making a video about the church.
Did you ask for permission?
Hey?
Did you ask for permission?
Didn't know I needed permission.
You don't need
Did you ask for permission to dig up people's gravestones? Hey? Did you ask for permission to desecrate? Did you ask for permission? Did you ask for permission to dig up people's graves?
The parish church of St John, a historical landmark near the Potteries shopping centre on Town Road in Hanley City Centre, Stoke-on-Trent, has suffered a devastating transformation. Built in 1737, has been tragically converted into a mosque. In the course of this conversion, headstones and memorials were removed without obtaining the required faculty official permission. Families, the rightful owners of these headstones, were not contacted or consulted. Essential detailed records, including diagrams and photographs that should have been preserved as part of the church's archival history, were neglected. Even more distressingly, the burial ground beneath the new car park, containing the remains of many individuals, has been desecrated.
So that's what they're going to do now? The churches that have cemeteries, they're just going to upheave those things? You know what they do? What they've been doing lifetime after lifetime. This is the reason why there's hauntings in so many areas of the world. Because when they're going to build on top, do you actually think they move the graves? No, they don't. No. They move the headstones, but plow the land with all the graves in there. Why do you think a lot of those negative skeletals go angry? Because they were, how do I call it, tempted. They were messed with. They were awakened from messing with them. And they get angry. Those spirits get angry. You fucking around with cemetery, man. They don't never move cemeteries. They don't never do that. They just move the tombstones somewhere else. The skeletals, the bodies, they all stay there. And they grind them up. Every church is built almost on top of cemeteries, the modern ones. Just like houses, when a new development of a major corporation, when they come and take over and buy houses and everything in order to build, they're building on top of cemeteries. They don't care. They move the headstones, but they don't move the bodies. That is why there's entities. That's why it's hauntings. That's why there's ghosts that are pissed off. They don't want nobody there because they disturb them. Next clip.
How did this pop up on your radar?
So I knew about the fraud happening because I went to Minnesota last June to do a video on the rise of Islam inside of America. And I had heard that it's growing super fast and that mosques are popping up everywhere inside Minnesota. Christian churches are turning into mosque. And I started talking to the people and everyone kept telling me, well, you need to look into the fraud. And I said, well, how do I look
Who's
into
everybody?
all these Minnesotans? They started reaching out to me and they knew I was in their
you
state.
just went up there to talk about the rise of
The rise
Muslim
of Islam.
church, the Muslim religion in Minnesota.
Yes.
And talk about churches being converted into mosques. I mean, was there a lot of that happening?
A lot of it, yes. I mean, there's entire communities that have been completely pushed out by the Somalian communities. Like, there's places like Cedar Riverside, for instance, right next to a college. And there used to be a bar there called Palmer's Bar. Last June it was there. I went back last week. It's not there anymore. They have entirely pushed out white people, anybody that's not Muslim, or anybody who's not Somalian. They've pushed them outside of their communities.
What's it look like inside those communities? Is it clean?
No, it's not clean at all. You have...
Is it safe?
No, it's not safe.
Is it safe? He says, no. Of course not. They're going to slaughter people. You think? I don't know. That's what they say. That's maybe who they are, right? I have no idea. But the thing is, why would we think that people from a different country that come here is going to be safe? It's not. People from another country come here and then they want to bring their traditions here and everything, which, yeah, it's okay, it's fine. But when you want to shove it down other people's throat, what the fuck is that for? If you want to live your traditions and everything, then go back where you came from. Go fix your own shit over there. Why bring the problems over here? It's like I said, I don't mind people from a different country to come here, but when you want to come here and take over and make America, or whatever this fucking place is, convert it into them, just because all the resources are here, just because we got better here, and they're trying to take it away little by little. You actually think they're going to have that power? They will, or they are, making mistakes along the way. Those mistakes are going to come back and bite them in the ass. That is what I'm seeing. I don't know what you see. Because, you know, we're all on different timelines of realities and frequencies and then mentality and everything. So we all see things in a different perspective, in a different way. But where I'm seeing, shit is falling. Their temple, their world is falling. The only thing that's happening right now is that they're creating all the chaos they can in order to harvest who? You. In order for you to give the permission for them to invade your life, to invade your temple. What is your temple? You. You actually think people are just going to sit back? They're not going to sit back. We're stronger. We're more powerful. And they know that. They know that. Some of us are codes in their matrix that they want to remove. Let me repeat that. Some of us are codes that they want to remove from their matrix. Because we're just too powerful. We weren't born yesterday. We know. We know not to fall into the shit that they're putting out there. We know not to feed our energy, our mind, our emotions, our words and actions into this system. We know control. Well, most of us. Or a few of us. Because the rest of y'all glued on your screen just, ooh, let me see what's going on today. Oh, and y'all sit there and cry and get mad and everything. Just, you got a black mirror in front of you. What do you think the black mirror is? Your phone is a black screen, a black mirror. Wake up, people. Next video.
Is it true it's like churches are empty in the UK, like it's dead? Christianity is dying.
I don't want to make broad claims, but you might find this interesting. There's even some churches that have like either been converted into housing or mosques, even in some areas. I've visited some churches in Blackburn and Sunderland over the past few months, and they've ended up getting converted into mosques. Of course, I'm sure there is areas where the community still does practice Christianity, but in certain areas, since there's no one to upkeep the church and that type of thing, they're kind of either being converted or sold off in some other way. So yeah, it's I guess it's quite a bit of a cultural divide.
Interesting.
Compared to the Bible Belt.
Yeah.
He says Christianity is dead. I don't think it's dead. I just think it's being converted. They're removing Christianity and convert it into a different religion. Yeah. Because have you ever walked into a mosque? Have you ever seen the symbolism? The engravings they have in there, the little statues and everything? What does it look like to you? Masonic. Masonry. Skull and bones. Bloodlines. All the symbolism is there. The rituals. It's all there. Next clip.
The president of Rwanda has now closed over 8,000 churches. It says 6,000 here. It's up to 8,000 churches. Rwanda now requires that faith-based organizations register. They have to meet health, safety, and hygiene standards. They also have to meet leadership credential requirements, which means you have to have a degree in religious studies or theology to be the representative of that church. You also have to have a certificate in religious studies, and you have to do 1,200 hours of religious training and registration fees. You also have to have full financial disclosure and minimum local support. 13,000 worship sites were inspected. 8,000 of those 13,000 were closed because they didn't meet these requirements. Now, the response to this has been mixed. It is considered a public good for things like basic safety and also consumer protection when talking about religion and how that can reduce exploitation. But the concern is that if Rwanda doesn't offer accessible pathways to open up churches, then does the policy just mean rich churches only or state-approved churches only? And so is this really protecting the people, or is this just heavy gatekeeping, which means more state control over religion? Now, for me personally, I'm kind of withholding my opinion until we get some data. We don't really have any data on this. We're waiting for a public independent evaluation to show that these closures really did lead to measurable improvements, like fewer building disasters, specifically reduced fraud, improved public order, better mental health outcomes. But we don't have that data yet, so we're watching this to see how it goes for them. Because on the one hand, if you think about America, if this was tried in America, on the one hand, yes, you could reduce some fraud. But on the other hand, do you really want who's in power right now to be deciding who can open a church, because that would also be very problematic too.
Well, seems like he's cleaning house. But is it a good idea? Is it good for the people? Maybe for them, right? What do you think? Sounds good, but she made a point there. Do you really want those that rule this realm are the ones that are making those decisions? So is it really for us? Is it really the safety for us? Check this out. By Consciousness TV, a 12-year-old trying to make a point about Sharia law at a board meeting. Watch the clip.
Here's a 12-year-old speaking on Sharia law and what's happening in Texas.
Good evening, members of the school board. My name is Leland Saunders, and I'm a 12-year-old resident of Farmersville, Texas. I understand that the outside organization was approved to be on campus. However, I am concerned about the religious material that were handed out to students during the lunch period. The following materials were handed out: hijabs, Qurans, and Sharia law pamphlets. Public schools serve students from many different religious backgrounds, and students who have no religious beliefs at all. Because of that, I believe our schools must remain neutral when it comes to religious promotion during the school day. Even if participation was voluntary, handing out religious texts and items during school hours raises questions about whether that crosses the line from education into religion. That is something many families, including mine, are uncomfortable with. If one religious organization is allowed to distribute materials, would every religious or ideological group be allowed to be given the same opportunity? If so, how will that be managed fairly? If not, how is that even equal treatment? This is not about criticizing any specific religion. This is about maintaining neutrality, fairness, and a religious boundary from education and religion. I respectfully ask the board to clarify the guidelines regarding outside groups and religious materials, and to ensure that policies are applied consistently moving forward. Thank you for your time.
That kid made a valid point. Why can't other people of their faith and their religion introduce through pamphlets and little booklets and stuff like that? Why not? It was removed from the schools, from all educational institutions. You weren't allowed to be doing that. What gives them the right? Like I said, people ain't going to put up with this. They've already waken up, seeing the truth. This is not going to be an easy transition of removing the malevolent from this realm, or removing this realm from our benevolent organic template. It's not going to be easy. And they're doing everything possible to get you, to harvest you, to make you get weak and vulnerable, to have you feed the system in every way possible, to have you stay connected in every way possible, through the most devastating and ugliest, unhumane way. What are you going to do? Just sit there and let it happen? I can admit that a lot of us can't really do much, but just know that in here, you have DNA that you need to activate. And how do you go about activating it? You go within. You do your shadow work. You get disconnected from the system. You let go of your triggers, your traumas. You heal from whatever made you get into addictions. You heal from whatever those addictions has made you go through mental disorders. All of that. The rituals of holidays and birthdays. The rituals of this and that. Don't conform yourself to live like a slave. There is so many ways you can have some freedom from it. You just gotta know how to go about it. We are codes. We are codes they want to remove for the fact that we have the power. We don't let them get us to manifest what they want. And you know how you do that? Through this black mirror that you stare at every day. It is a black mirror. It's a black screen. TV's black screen. It's a black mirror. And if you don't know what the black mirror is, I suggest you go research that so you know. Disconnect. Let the shit go. Be in a neutral state of mind. Do not feed the system your emotion, your thoughts, your words, or your actions. Be careful what you do every day, because technology is watching you in every form that you have no phantom of an idea how it's working. Your body, it is a computer on its own. Your energy, your frequency, your vibration, it is all connected to everything around you. Everything. You are the chair you're sitting on. You are the house you have in. You are the trees, the nature. You are everything. All the house appliances you have, the smart appliances, you're connected to them. All the smart cars, digital cars, you're connected to them. All your devices, your handheld computers, laptops, doesn't matter what the fuck you have, you're connected to them in every way. There's eyes on you. They have drones on you of all sizes, of all species. Yeah, I should know because I've seen them. Do your work, people. Do your work. I know it's hard and I know it's not easy. You would rather be lazy. You would rather just hang out on the internet. It is the easiest thing to do. Especially people that are homebound. They're so bored. They ain't got nothing to do. They don't have life. They don't have motivation. The only thing they can do is live their life through social media, through the internet. You gotta be strong. Be strong. Get away from that. Find something productive to do. Be careful what you look at, what you listen to. Be careful with your actions. It all comes back and kick you in the ass. Because they're watching you. And they're going to use everything about you against you. Your best bet, you can't run away and you can't disconnect from the AI by sitting there and doing nothing. AI is always here, but so is all the dimensions. All 12, 13, what? They go up to 18 dimensions. They're all right here. You got to clean this temple here. The temple, you got to clean it out and you can connect to it. You can connect to each dimension. There are agents, benevolent agents that are here to help you, just like there are malevolent agents for the system to help you stay connected to them. So when you turn away the good to be with the bad, you're never going to escape that. That is a matrix, meta, digital, first and second dimension that you will never escape. Do your work, people. Please do your work. You have no idea how connected you really are to Skynet, to the hive mind, to the moon, to Saturn. You have no idea. Disconnect. Be a code. Be a code, yet you can be untouchable. Thank you for watching.